Hey guys, what's up? It's that guy yugioh here, and today I have my Winged Dragon Raw deck profile. Now, as you can see, this is Raw version 2, so it's obviously going to be, yeah, not the first Raw deck I made. Unfortunately, the first Raw deck I made kind of got screwed over with, the Plant Engine getting banned and everything like that. So the Plant Engine created amazing tribute fodder. So, you know, when you lose the Plant Engine, you're kind of stuck with Level Eater tribute fodder and stuff like that. So yeah, you got triple Dark Creator, triple level. This is a post narration, by the way, guys. So yeah, triple. So yeah, the point of the deck is that you have 5 darks in the graveyard, especially in Dark Creator. You use Level Eater's effect, level 8 3 of them off. Dragon Raw, yeah, it's kind of inconsistent, obviously. Um, so yeah, you run triple Endless Decay just because you have 100 left and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm not sure what the point of Tragodia is because Tragodia is kind of like um, whatever because you have to take damage to summon him, and that's kind of counterproductive with the whole raw issue of not wanting to take damage. I kind of do like the fact that you're taking less damage, I guess. That's like kind of an upside to Tragodia, and not only that, it does create tribute fodder if you necessarily need to. But yeah, I think right here I was explaining Endless Decay. Summoner Monk, there's a really cool play Summoner Monk. You Summoner Monk, ditch a spell, grab Armageddon Knight, send a level 8 to the graveyard, overlay the Armageddon Knight and the Summoner Monk to make a level chain, and then you detach one to add Dark Arm Dragon to the top of your deck. So yeah, and then you're set up for Dark Arm Dragon play, which is pretty good actually. I learned that from an OCG player. If I remember him, I will put him in my description box or something. I don't know. I will include him if I remember him, if I find his video or not or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move to Raw deck number one now. I think yes, I do. Yeah, this version's a little more OTK based. Set up a little bit longer, and yeah, minimum guts for the win because minimum guts is like an amazing card. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to the part where we actually start dueling with both of these decks because yeah, that happens. Um, yeah, I decide that rises are scrubby cards and I take them out. 4 golden ladybugs. Yeah, that's really good, right, guys? Golden ladybug. You gain 500 during each of your standby phases. So that's just 2 pro. And you gain 500 and then you're not able to summon it because it has to remain revealed in your hand. But yeah, I ended up not drawing any of those things, as you see later on. I'm not going to spoil any more of it, so let's go ahead and get to the duel. I was explaining right here that if it takes too long, I was going to go ahead and cut until I get someone. But then I decided to put Fast Accept in, and now it's like awesome. I really hate post narrating because I know everything that's going to happen and stuff like that. I really love live narrations because live narrations are just so much better. Uh, you don't know what's going to happen. You can actually explain things without knowing them, and actually kind of sound smart. So right here, I was like, yeah, he's going to choose that, and he ends up choosing rocks. So that's really awesome. This guy ends up rage quitting hard. I mean, that's pretty obvious why, because I'm running Winged Dragon Raw, but yeah. So, as you see, my opening hand is amazing because I open up Swap Frog and Winged Dragon Raw. So pretty much with this deck, once you get those 2 cards, all you have to do is wait for the minimum guts. Yeah, because that's so consistent. But we're going to go ahead and summon the Swap Frog and mill for, its effect. So we're going to go ahead and send a Treeborn to the grave. Yes, we are. So right here, I usually use Swap Frog's effect to, so right here I had to pause, actually, I had to do something. But right here, I should use Swap Frog's effect to return Swap Frog to the hand and special summon Treeborn Frog from my hand, because his effect's that amazing. So yeah, so we're going to go and return him in a hand without using his full effect. I do not believe that special summoning a frog from a hand is mandatory. I believe that paying the cost is like, I don't know. I don't know Swap Frog's effect. If I did mess that up, oh well. I don't think it played too much of a big role. It probably slowed me down 1 turn maybe, which slowing me down one turn in this game isn't really too much because I had the Dark Dust Spirit, and the Dark Dust Spirit's ready to mess butts up. The things that come out of butts, shit, and all that stuff. So he's ready to mess shit up whenever he does anything. Hint, hint, later spoilers. No, no more spoilers. I was joking. That's why I hate post narrations and stuff like that, because I just give out so much spoilers. So yeah, I was like, ooh, I should have kept that Swamp Frog out because now I'm going to take direct damage, and that's kind of bad because you don't want to take direct damage. I should be running like threatening roars and stuff like that in here. Swift Scarecrows over the Battle Faders, but I think I was like, Battle Faders tribute fodder, so you could run it, see how that works. I guess I don't know. So right here, I'm just going to summon that Fader. Oh, I decided to take the damage just because, you know, it's not that bad. And I ended up drawing a Swift Scarecrow here, so I'm not going to take damage for a while. I have the Treeborns, I have the Dark Hole, the Infinite Dark Holes, so I'm, like, amazingly set up right now. There's nothing too much that he can do, probably, because he's kind of playing a bit of scrubby Dark Worlds, if you haven't noticed. Well, actually, not really. I guess you couldn't really tell by that all what he's shown so far, but yeah, just the one brow or the beige. That's beige, not brow. I don't know what I'm thinking. But yeah, normal summoning, that's really a bad move unless you have the Grappa in the graveyard or something. Keeping Dark Worlds out that are not a part of the whole Dark World scheme, I guess you can call it. Uh, is not really such a good move. Because the whole idea of Dark Worlds is that every Dark World becomes a floater, and then floater in the sense that you can just bounce back to Hammock Grapha, and then it replaces itself instantly, so yeah. So right here, he doesn't even know that Gates of the Dark World's a cost when he tries to remove from play to, use Gates' effect. But, Gates is not that good, guys. Actually, I'm just joking. Gates is an amazing card. It's the only card in the game that gives you once per turn plus ones. I actually never mind. There's another card that's really bad, but nobody uses it, so that's why it's really bad. It's believed like select one of your spell and trap card zones, it cannot be used, and then if you control another one of these, you get to draw a card. Yeah, it's a really bad card, just mostly due to the fact that you have to control two of them, number one, and it takes up so much of your spell and trap card zones, it's not even worth it. But yeah, he's like, what's a cost? I'm just joking, he doesn't say that. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this Winged Dragon roll out. I do not like this game as much as I like Game 2. Game 2 is amazing. You guys should definitely watch Game 2 no matter what. I'm going to put that in the description too. You guys should definitely watch Game 2. Because Game 2, like, makes this whole video worth it. Because, like, I know... I don't know. But, yeah, Game 2 is just amazing because he had everything. He had everything, and then I just completely own him with the Winged Dragon to Raw. Just completely. Like it was kind of embarrassing about how I won him. That's how bad it was. So right here, I was deciding if I could do enough damage to kill him off this turn, but yeah, it's not enough. So I didn't want to take the chance of paying all my life points and then losing. So I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and tribute for Dark Death Spirit and attack directly. Because I believe that was the best move. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, right here, destroys everything. It's cool. Treeborn was a +1 anyway, so it doesn't matter if I lose it because it was a +1. So yeah. So right here, he has like the most broken card in the game. Mirror Force. I remember when I was like beginning the game and the Merrick Structure deck came out, and I was like, holy crap! Everybody's gonna have a Mirror Force now. They're gonna ban it. It's too good of a card. But now it's kind of like Inzectors are just gonna pop it, and it's not too that much of a good card anymore. And plus, when I got Mirror Force, I realized that you never get to use Mirror Force because they always had the MST and shit like that. So I thought that was kind of funny. But as you may see here, that I actually have the setup for my Winged Dragon Roll Tribute Summon, so that's just amazing right there. So right here, I was about to add it to hand, but I decided not to because I don't want to take much more damage. And so yeah, I decided to just go ahead and end it off right there. So right here, he's going to summon that beige again. So he's running 2 beige. And he's got a Monster Reborn. Which I was like, damn. You have all the cards. You don't have a single Grapha. Or a single way to send Grapha to the graveyard. But you have all these damn Dark Worlds that you don't need. I just think that's really consistent. So, yeah. So he's going to go ahead and, I think, attack first and then overlay into Utopia, which Utopia really messed me over because I really didn't have an answer for it at the time, and I was like, what now? Right here, I decided to send the Swift Character to the graveyard because I thought, well, I take the damage when that's unnecessary, and I can just tribute something from Ring Dragon around next turn and be pretty set up. But then, I completely forgot about his 5-card extra deck, and then he goes for Utopia on me. And I was like, crap, how's the Winged Dragon Raw supposed to get over that? I mean, there's the obvious, pay 1,000, destroy a card in the field thing, but, you're kind of at 100 life points, so that's kind of like counterproductive. And it's like, what's the point? But, yeah, so, just going to go and summon Treeborn so I take less damage, which, that ends up not helping out too much because he's just going to, easily summon one of his 5 gazillion monsters that he runs and just attack over it easy, and then 25 to the face, which is gonna hurt. I do not believe I run Gores in this deck. I should be running Gores. I mean, I'm running Tragodia. I think I'd run Gores because like Gores is better in every way than Tragodia. Actually, never mind. You can argue that Tragodia is good in some other situations, but Gores is just better in every situation actually. So yeah, you got the Caius, and this really saved me right here. I would have lost if I didn't get that. So we'll go ahead and tribute summon for that Caius. I'm going to go ahead and get that +1 of his effect. And then we're going to go ahead and +2 by attacking him, attacking over his brow. So that's a really good move right there. And the life point count is at, he's at, more than me. So that's a problem. Because my life points are his attack, his Winged Dragon World's attack. And if my life points are less than his life points, that means my Winged Dragon World's attack points are less than his, meaning I can't OTK him, with Winged Dragon World, so that kind of sucks. But right here, I just go ahead and tack over just to get some more damage in, just so that, the Winged Dragon World OTK is ready. But this turn, I believe that he doesn't have anything, so he's kind of going to leave, I think. Now. So I'm going to wait for him to draw his card before I say anything, because it was either this turn or next turn that I win. And, yeah, so I got this because it's pretty obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go draw phase MST, because MST is a quick play and works like that. So yeah, and then he's going to activate, like, this card. And I thought, I was like, damn, I can't let that go off, because I had the Winged Dragon Raw in my hand. If I had 3 cards, I'd let that action in my. I wouldn't let it go off because if I would have had 3 cards in hand, then you would have got 2 Dark Worlds effect, and then 2 Dark Worlds in the graveyard equals goodness and stuff. The graveyard, they get their effects from discarding and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and activate those Rodent Totem effects and get some good cards out of my graveyard and into the field. Rodent Totem's an amazing card, by the way. He was a part of the most consistent FTK ever. At one point, Frog FTK. That was the most consistent FTK, I believe. I can't think of anything else. Like the other most consistent FTK was probably like Exodia at some point, maybe. Which Exodia's not really that too good of an FTK anyway. I believe that's more of an OTK based because, it's an obvious win condition. And if you've ever seen my win condition video, you know that I run every single win condition in the deck possible. So he goes ahead and quits off here because, yeah. And I just won with the Winged Dragon Raw. So, yeah. So both games, actually, I win with the Winged Dragon Wall 2 times in a row, which I thought that was pretty stunning because, who wins with the Winged Dragon Wall to begin with? And, my decks have other win conditions besides the Winged Dragon Wall, so that's just amazing that I won with him twice. So let's go ahead and do this. So this guy is like son of Yami, so I thought that was pretty cool because, Yami was a pretty good duelist. I mean, he played with a shitty ass deck, but he always managed to win. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I respected him for that. So I thought that was, I'm versing the son of Yami, so, he's probably going to be a good duelist as his father, right? I hope so. So right here, I need to go ahead and just main phase 1, set the level leader, I believe. Actually, no, I'm going to pod Duati, of course, first, because I'm not going to have any special summon plays this turn, so, pod Duati is just going to be amazing. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and get that MST. And that MST is going to be pretty good. Or no, why would I get the MST? I have the Winged Dragon Aurora sitting right in front of me. So yeah. So yep, I'm just going to go ahead and set that level leader. And by the way, guys, this is like the most amazing duel that I ever had. Like, there's stupid in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then there's just me in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm below stupid. Like, this this was crazy how I won this one. I'm surprised that I won it. So, he's running Arcus, which I'm not really sure what, Pure Light's ones run anymore, but I'm pretty sure that they don't have a main deck of 50 cards. But yeah. So he go ahead and activates that instead of, chaining it, which, okay. I think it'd be better to chain because if I decided to be a bad player in blind MST, I would have targeted maybe that and, stuff. So he's gonna take a while to accept his turn, which he shouldn't be doing that because he should be like as fast as possible because he's being recorded, but he doesn't know that he's being recorded. So go ahead and draw 2 and then mill 2 because Solar Recharge is just such a good card. He's gonna go ahead and pod Duality, and then he's gonna go ahead and grab something out of his deck. Deep Prison. So that makes Deep Prison makes sense when you have that Lightsworn Barrier card out. Because I'm gonna attack with it out anyway. I don't know. So I wasn't expecting this. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this, but he summoned Celestia on me, and I was like, "Damn, son, you got me good." He got me got. Yeah, that's what my friend Nick would say right now. He got me good. He got me get. She's gonna get me got. Yeah, that's what he says. I don't know what I'm talking about. So as you see, I'm sitting on a bunch of dead dark creators, and I was sitting there forever like, I'm gonna lose this. I don't got anything. And then I was like, shit, I had the Foolish Burial and then 2 darks in the graveyard and a dad in my hand, and I just, removed from playing that Necro Guardian like a dumbass. But it's good that I didn't do that play. It's good that I misplayed right there. Um, because that misplay was probably the best thing that happened in this game. So, yeah, this turn, I believe he's gonna, Solar Recharge again. He's gonna mill 2 first, because that makes sense, right, guys? He's gonna mill 2, and then he's gonna Duality, I believe. Yeah. Now he's gonna Duality. He's running Garaganoff. Yeah, it's pretty good, right, guys? So, waiting for him to Duality. Gonna wait for him to Duality. And he's gonna get the Aaron, that Dimensional Prison, and then Gold Sark. So he's gonna add the Gold Sark to hand, and then he's gonna search out for a JD because what else do Lightsworns do besides get JD? I mean, how is that deck supposed to win without it? By the way, guys, you know how and light sworns and Saki and stuff like that. People call them sack sworns and stuff like that. Well, I have sack wing dragon raw. Wait, what's a creative way to say that? The wing dragon of sack. Yeah, that's good. So he's gonna go ahead and attack me for 23, and it's kind of unfortunate because, yeah. So this turn, I believe, is the turn I actually am able to start fighting back. Nope, it's next turn. I was like, crap, another Dark Creator, really? I barely needed the one I had. So I'm kind of gonna die here. It's kind of sucks. So, he's gonna summon a JD, and I was like, shoot. I'm not gonna say shit this time, because I'm just gonna say shoot. He's gonna activate that effect, which I honestly don't understand. I had one card. He's gonna lose 4 cards for my one card that he lost, so I guess that makes sense, right, guys? He was so afraid of the MST. But I was like, shit, that's gonna leave me at 27. I'm not gonna be able to summon Endless Decay. But fortunately, he summons Aaron, and that's just gonna be like awesome because I'm gonna be put at 1100, which is also kind of sucky because now the Winged Dragon Raw is only gonna have 1,000 attack, and that's kind of bad, right? Because the Winged Dragon Raw needs to be at full power to win. But don't worry, I'm still gonna win using the Winged Dragon Raw. I'm not gonna give up on you guys. I made this video so I win with the Winged Dragon Raw, and it's gonna stay that way. So right here, I draw the most perfect card ever. Like that hand couldn't have been better. So you guys may not see any plays, but all I see is a bunch of plays. So right here, I was like, okay, he's gonna get that JD next turn to his hand. So I really need to send a Necrogard into the graveyard just to negate that. And at the same time, I'm gonna have, you know, 3 darks in the graveyard after that Foolish Burial. Oh wait, never mind. After the Armageddon Night. So that's amazing right there. And obviously the Endless Decays is going to be able to be summoned and attack over the JD. So I was like, okay, there's 2 cards that can ruin me right now. There's Effect Veiler and there's Honest. So I really hope that that one card wasn't Honest. I really hope it's not, because, yeah, it's just too good of a card. So right here, I send Level into the graveyard, and, you know, it's just too perfect, because now I have 3 darks. I made sure to check that. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be the scrub who plays, you know, Dark Arm Dragon with only, with only, like, 2 or 3 darks or whatever. But, yeah, so I'm going to go really broke right here. I'm going to summon the Endless Decay. I'm going to summon the Endless Decay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and attack for broke. So he's going to take 500 from that. And he doesn't know how to read either, guys. I could have told him anything right there, but I was like, you know what? It's a 35. So, yep. Got to clear his field out and then attack him directly for 1400, which is pretty good. And, you know, I had the level leader play set up, so I'm ready. He's got nothing on me. So, yep. Man phase 2, I have nothing. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it off right there. So, yeah, now he's going to get another JD back. Apparently that was only one standby phase. So, yeah. Kind of sucks, I guess, because he would have had game right there if he would if that was second standby phase. So he's gonna pay 1,000 right here. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose everything. But don't worry, guys. I have this all set up. Because why would I do that? Why would I not have the Necrogard engrave? So, yeah. I have 5 Darks in graveyard. So, you know what that means, guys. Dark Creator's going to be summoned. So, I had no idea what the hell Dark Creator did. I was like, why am I running this card again? I forgot what it did. I think I knew at one point. I think it was a really good card in my head at one point. But, you know, it's not that great, actually. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and just summon that. Go ahead and summon that Dark Creator. Come on, summon that Dark Creator. summon the Dark Creator. Oh yeah, I was kind of complaining how I had 1,100 life points left, and Chaos Utopia said exactly 1,000 or less. So like, how could I get Chaos Utopia out? But I can't, unfortunately. But I was like, wait a second. Winged Dragon Roll has that second ability. That really good second ability. So I'm going to go ahead and level it right here. And I was like, hey, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have enough to attack for game right here. Why are these in defense? Why am I that bad? So I go ahead and switch into attack real fast because, you know, that was what I was supposed to do. And I decided to go ahead and finish this off just because I can. So right here I use the Dark Creators effect. And gonna go ahead and move that Dark Arm Dragon. To summon, you know, an Insta-K or whatever. And right here I'm going to tribute off those three monsters for the Winged Dragon Raw. I'm not going to use Winged Dragon Raw's optional effect to pay 1,000. And I decided to talk to myself for some reason. So now I'm at exactly 100. So in a way, I used Winged Dragon Raw's effect to make him have 100 attack. So I decided to lead off the Winged Dragon Raw, and then attack directly for game. But anyway, guys, this is Team Offensive DBZK with like the Winged Dragon Raw, the best deck ever. But anyway, guys, yeah, I decided to show the deck again because whatever. But yeah, I'm really proud of this deck. It did work. I made it forever ago, and I love it. And I love you guys because you're awesome. Anyway, guys, this is Team Offensive DBZK with our Winged Dragon Evolve version 1 and version 2. Why the fuck is this video not ended yet? Please, like, there's a few seconds left. I've been stalling out the end as long as I could, but it just keeps going. You know, guys, I'm not going to talk the rest of the video. Bye.